Wow. Welcome everyone. Thank you so much. Welcome everyone to this very, very special training. We've got a lot to get through today, but in a very simple 30-second synopsis, what we want to show you, Nahar and myself today, is how artificial intelligence helps you to build a highly profitable e-commerce business without spending any money. We're talking about a breakthrough formula that's helped many, many newbies make sales and then scale thanks to the power of a software which you're going to see, a platform that everyone seems to forget about, and artificial intelligence that provides them with the rocket power to be able to generate sales and then scale. So I'm just curious before we do get started, I want to get into this right away. I'm just curious in terms of who's here right now. Write in the chat box, me, if you have an e-commerce business, that you're already doing e-commerce, or write in the chat box, not yet, if you're not yet doing e-commerce. I'm just curious who the audience is so I can custom make this training and make it suitable for who is here right now on the line. Just going to make sure, I just want to wait for a few hundred more responses. So I am seeing probably the majority of members here don't, but there are some that do have an e-commerce business. Now, let me ask you one final question. How many people here admit, I won't mention any names, if you are not making at least, let's give a very, very small figure, at least $5,000 a month in profit. If right in the chat box, in the positive, me, if you are making at least $5,000 in profit in your e-commerce business. I won't mention full names here. Let's just see how many people. Joey's got one. Andrew, Melissa, I'm seeing 3 names. Okay. So I can tell you here that 98% of people here do not have what I would call a very basically successful e-commerce business, which is why you're in exactly the right place, because what we want to share with you is a simple system. And I can tell you that most people fail in e-commerce that I've seen over the last 17 years is from just a few real big reasons. Number one is that it normally costs a lot of money to even build an e-commerce business because you have to test products. Most people aren't willing to invest $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 to test a single product when it may not even work. And then you may have to test another product and another product and another product. So there's a budgetary issue here. The second one is the importance of getting fast traction. It's not easy banging your head against the wall, against the virtual or against a computer, when it could take you months and months and months to even see any sort of breakthrough, and even then it may not be significant. So what I want to share with you today is how we can throw all those things out of the window. I will show you how we can make sales in just a couple of, literally in hours. We have members making sales in hours, but being conservative a couple of days. I will show you how you can do this without spending any money. I'm going to show you how you can do this without having to be a good advertiser. Right? Many other systems require you to know advertising. I'm going to show you how you can do this without any knowledge of advertising. I'm going to show you how you can do this without wasting any time. I'm going to show you how you can do this and seeing a breakthrough, a profitable breakthrough in just a couple of days. So you are motivated to do more, and even more motivated because all it takes is roughly half an hour a day for you to do this successfully, and you don't have to spend money on inventory, on advertising, on sales. The money is going to be generated by just using the right platform, using a piece of software which we're going to share with you, and the power of artificial intelligence. So if you're doing e-commerce, we're going to simplify it for you. If you're not, or you've tried it and you've not succeeded, we're going to show you the right way to get started with e-commerce. And in fact, many of our members that join us are people that have in fact got other e-commerce businesses and move over to this model. So guys, if you are ready, you are excited, you want to throw out all of the issues of e-commerce and just want to focus on the incredible benefits of e-commerce, having a business of your own, having the ability to scale, having to build something and provide amazing value to other people in the marketplace, give me a big ready in the chat box and we'll get into this right away. All right, I can see that everyone is ready, so let's dive right in. So today I want to make e-commerce easy for you and show you how complete newbies with no prior experience are easily creating profitable businesses without spending any money on inventory, setup or even on testing. They're even able to scale, leaving all the heavy lifting to the power of artificial intelligence. We're talking about people that didn't know anything before they started testing this system. Alexander is an example. He's generating about $11,000 a month with zero investment on any of his sales. We have someone here with generating, Roge is generating over $34,600, again, with zero investment on those sales. We've got Tom, who's generating over $100,000 a month. Again, not spending money on any of those sales. Thomas Karoma, over $200,000. We're going to hear from him just a second. And even complete newbies from all around the world, from scratch, within weeks, are generating some very nice sales. Siraj is over $1,300 in profit right now, and he managed to get there in a matter of just a couple of weeks. But let me tell you something even more exciting, because let's go back to Tom for a second, because not only has he managed to do extraordinarily well making sales with eBay, but he's now gone ahead and actually taught students how to do this as well. Let's get Tom on a quick video and share with you exactly what he's been able to do for himself and his students.
How's it going, everybody? My name's Tom Cormier. So this program personally has helped me grow my business to over 200,000 in sales in 1 month. I've had 7 months in a row of over 100,000 in sales, and through my teachings, I've also taught multiple students to get over 100,000 in sales with the basis of using this to fund your products. So just to show you guys a little bit of proof, we are going to go into my PayPal account, and I'll show you a little bit more about my successes. All right, so here we are inside of my PayPal account, where you can see in a 1-year period, I did over $1.2 million in sales, mainly with Zik Analytics being the primary factor behind that. I've used this program to scale my store exponentially, and in 1 month, I did over 200,000 in sales. I have 2 students here as well, one who has done almost 106,000 in a 30-day period, as you can see right there, and another person, as you can see, did over 100,000 in a 30-day period. So if you guys have been hesitant on trying to make money on the internet, and you'll be making money in no time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you.
Okay, back to me. So our members have 3 secrets that allow them to profit easily and without fear. Now that's a very important word when it comes to building a successful business, because many people get started but they enter into a period of fear, the unknown. They're scared about losing money. They're scared about maybe they'll never see traction, and they never really get the momentum to even build a business. Many people that come to us are those that have fallen into that boat and absolutely love the thought that they can actually start making sales within just a couple of days. Guys, give me a big FEAR in the chat box if you admit, I won't mention any names here, I don't want to embarrass anyone, but you admit that you basically have suffered from fear, the fear of the unknown, the fear of wasting money, the fear of wasting time, the fear that you could be spending time with your family, with your friends, doing other things, than sitting there banging your head against a computer, getting absolutely no results. So I can see here there is a lot of fear, and I appreciate the honesty, because today that's exactly what we want to resolve. Secret number 1, they know what to sell. Now that sounds a bit obvious, but they've got access to a software, a machine that serves like a crystal ball, as it provides them with products that people are buying right now. So they're able to get results fast, and they don't need to have any prior experience. So it's like a crystal ball. Imagine you knew what people wanted to buy. Obviously, it'd be a lot easier to place that item in front of them as opposed to guessing. Most people building an e-commerce business, you're told to guess and to test and to spend a lot of money in the process. But instead of guessing and testing, we much prefer to know what people want to purchase right now. All of our newbie members have that experience. And they also have a turnkey fulfillment solution. That means, and listen very carefully, they only buy a product after that product has been sold. So they don't have to hold on to any inventory. They don't have any inventory costs or hassles. And it's just a wonderful way of making and building an e-commerce business, because you're only ever buying products after you've already sold them. That is terrific. And as long as that the cost of you buying the product is less than the product that you're selling, you're going to make profit on every single sale. And I'm going to show you how our members are getting 20, 30, 40, 50, 100% profit margins, if not more. So they make profits on every single product that they sell, because they sell them for more than they buy them, and they know where the profit margins are, because the software, the crystal ball machine, shows them how to find them and gives it to them. And I'm going to give you an invitation to take a look at this machine in just a couple of minutes. Remember, the difference between what you buy the product for and what you sell it for is going to be your profit on every single sale. But that's secret number one. They know exactly what to sell. And I think that's a big deal, right? As opposed to having to guess. Write in the chat box, me, if you agree that having a knowledge of what people want to purchase right now is a massive advantage for you. And you can understand why our newbie members are benefiting from this. So I'm going to make sure everyone's with me because that is their first big advantage, their first big secret. Yep, everyone's giving me a big me. But guys, they have a second secret as well. And this is no smaller than the first secret. Listen very carefully. They also know where to find the buyers. They know where to place their products online where there are masses, literally over 100 million of buyers who are waiting to purchase these types of products. So this is the simple formula. I will go into detail and I'll show you how this works and go through this step by step. But guys, just give me a big yes in the chat box if the following formula makes sense to you. Number one, they know what people want to buy. There's a software that will provide that to them. And number two, once they know what people want to buy, they know where to place it where people are going to want to purchase it. And the profit between the difference of the cost of the product to the sale of the product is their profit on every single sale. And then step number four, which is the fun part, is the ability to scale without any hassles, where all the heavy lifting is done by artificial intelligence. So give me a big yes in the chat box if this is simple. You get it. It makes sense to you. I want to make sure everyone's with me. Let me take a swig of water, make sure you're all with me. Yeah, and Roger, totally agree with you. If you could find multiple products like that, you couldn't fail but to make a significant amount of sales online. That is absolutely correct. You know, the analogy that I give when we talk about this type of business, I want you to imagine that you're in the desert and there are thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people passing through this desert, and you have something that no one else has. You've got a cold drinks stand in the middle of that desert where people are thirsty. They're passing through this place with a ton of heat. They're extremely hot. Do you agree with me that it'd be pretty simple to sell cold water to people in the desert who are desperate and thirsty for water, right? If you understand this concept, you understand how e-commerce, when it's done correctly, how easy it can be. It's a matter of knowing what people want. In this analogy, they want cold water and placing it in the right place. You need to be where the convoy of hundreds of thousands of people are passing through the desert, and you will not fail but to make a lot of money as long as you can sell your water for more than it costs you. So if it costs you 20 cents for a bottle of water and you sell it for $1, that's 80 cents on every dollar is profit in your pocket. Okay, is this making sense? That is the business that we're about to build and our newbie members are building. And best of all, because of the simplicity of this formula, many of our newbie members are able to make their first sales in just a couple of days. Literally, we have scores of members that are making sales in 48 hours from scratch with no experience. And the beautiful thing about that is that once you do it once, you can do this 10, 100, 1,000 times. That's how you build a highly profitable e-commerce business. Okay, so the question I'm sure that you're probably asking right now, and you probably like me to reveal to you exactly how they do it. What is that secret platform that they're using and they are finding their buyers on? And what is this crystal ball machine that's going to provide them with the products that they want? Is that your question? Write in the chat box me if you'd like me to answer those two questions. All right, we're 8 minutes into this, guys, and we're already getting to the crescendo, and I can share with you exactly how this works. So let's start with part one. And this is the major mistake that 99%, if not more, of newbies are making online today. I'm pretty sure that you probably fit into this category. If you're on this training right now, if you don't, and then you're lucky. Because 99% of people get it wrong when they start off an online business. You see, almost everyone else out there is telling you that if you want to build an e-commerce business, there's only one place to do it. You have to do it on Amazon. Now, whilst we love Amazon, and you can certainly build an amazing business on Amazon. We love Amazon. But it's huge, it's a big mistake, especially for people starting out to try and build their business on Amazon. I can give you multiple reasons why. There are approximately 6.3 million Amazon sellers worldwide. There is a ton of competition. and you're paying in order to make sales, which means you need to be super good at sales to make this work, and it's almost impossible to make it work immediately. So many newbies have a very hard time when they follow all those so-called gurus that are telling them, hey, build an FBA or build an Amazon business. Guys, think about it. Would you want to be setting up a cold drinks stand in a place where you've got 6.3 million people fighting for the same cold drink? Of course not. Or selling the same cold drink. Of course you wouldn't. It would be insane to do so. But it's worse than that, because perhaps the biggest hurdle of all, and the reason why so many people get fearful building an e-commerce business, is that they end up throwing a lot of money down the toilet. Because Amazon sellers spend on average $2,000 to $4,000 launching a single product with no guarantees that it's going to work. Some say you may have to invest $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 to really test out a new product. Guys, I've got a question for you. Write in the chat box, me, if you have, let's be very conservative. Let's say have you got $3,000 to test out a product that might work but might not work? Who here would not be fearful and would just jump at it and test it? And you know what? If it doesn't work, you test again and again and again. It's just another $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 each time. So you'll be spending tens, perhaps of thousands of dollars to get a winner. It's possible. And the thought of that makes a lot of people fearful, right? So who understands that that is a massive hurdle? On top of the competition, the cost in order to get started. So I hope you see the problem, guys. And this is the reason why 99.9%, I believe, of people are making a mistake. They are starting on platforms where there is heavy competition, there's heavy startup costs to even test a single product, and it becomes extremely scary and fearful to even get started. Give me a number between 0 and 100 in terms of the fear factor. If I told you that's the only way you could get started, and you absolutely had no choice but needed to build a new business, who would have fear in that regard? And I can see here, numbers 90, 100, Bob is saying 120. Okay, I see the fear here. So fortunately, guys, whilst 99% of the competition are fighting for sales on Amazon, our newbie members have a very special advantage because there's a huge, totally overlooked marketplace. In fact, it used to be the biggest marketplace. Then Amazon became the rage. Everyone deflected over to Amazon and to other platforms. And now this is where the opportunity lies. There's a marketplace with over 135 million buyers, rabid buyers, who are on file looking to purchase products right now. And it's a lot easier to make sales. In fact, our newbie members are making sales within a couple of days without spending money on testing. Does anyone know what that platform is? You bet. And Jocelyn was the first one to say it. It's eBay. Now, our members love eBay for 5 very big reasons. It's very simple. Number one, you can test and you can sell products for free. Guys, you don't have the hassles, you don't have the fear factor, for completely free. Unlike some other platforms, you don't need to spend thousands of dollars on testing products. Imagine that instead of having to spend $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 on each product that you upload to test, you could actually upload tens of them until something starts to click and it works and you didn't have to spend any money. Write in a chat box if you prefer that approach. Write the letter E if you like that eBay approach where we're not spending money. There's no fear. There's a lot of fun. People get it. So you don't need to break the bank in order to get started. This is a big advantage for a newbie. But number two, there's a lot less competition as well. Because on Amazon, generally you're selling and you're competing on price. Because the way Amazon is built is that I see a product for $10, I then search, I find it for $9, etc. eBay doesn't work that way. On eBay, you make sales because eBay places your product in front of the potential buyers and their audience. It just doesn't work the same way as Amazon. So many of our eBay newbie members are seeing sales almost from the get-go, and they're not even charging less than anyone else. In fact, we have many members that make more money when they charge more. It's just a completely different system. So that's a very big advantage as well. Price is much less of a factor on eBay. So there's more profits to be made and you're not fighting over price. Number three, eBay buyers are extremely loyal. You have to understand this. Many of them won't buy on other platforms because on eBay, they love using PayPal. PayPal is a service that is owned by eBay, so they feel super protected, so they're more likely to purchase. And here's the other big news. Because they are protected by eBay and PayPal, they're not reliant on your super duper branding in order to make sales. They're not concerned about who is this person, I don't know who he is or she is. That's a big advantage for a newbie who can get started very quickly indeed. But it goes beyond that. eBay does not compete with you at all. Amazon and other platforms, they often are competing with their own sellers. So they'll see what works and then start building out competition of their own, or even in some cases, they may even stop you from selling your products when they want to sell the product themselves. eBay is not like that. It's much more of a synergistic relationship. Our members feel like there is a partnership with eBay. It's almost like a hand-holding experience because eBay wants you to be part of their platform. They know they need to work hard to bring sellers from other platforms, and they're giving you a helping hand. And number 5, here's probably the biggest of all. eBay sends you sales for nothing. Now, other online marketplaces, unlike every single other one that I know, eBay will actively send you buyers to your products just on one condition. Listen to the one condition. You just must have products that their audience want to buy. If you have that, they will send you sales for nothing. And this is where the potential mega e-commerce business, this is where the big potential lies. Because the more products you have that eBay thinks that you know what their audience wants, the more sales they will send you, the more buyers that they will send you, the bigger your business becomes. So the key of eBay is having great products to sell. And guess what? You've got exactly that. Because you are about to get your hands on what we call John, you're making me laugh. That's very funny. Like the crystal ball machine that's going to give you the actual products that people want to purchase. So you have what eBay most desperately wants to reward you for. As a result, the key to success on eBay is as simple. This is it, guys. If you understand this one thing, you understand the business model. It's simple. You simply and regularly want to add winning products that people want to purchase on eBay. The minute you do that, eBay positions you, understands that you are a super seller because you understand what the market wants. Remember, eBay just wants to sell more and more things and keep people on their platform. So if they have people sending relevant products, they'll be delighted with you and they want to send you more buyers. And we do this by looking into our proprietary eBay crystal ball machine that's going to provide us with those products. It's a sensational machine. I'm about to share it with you. This machine finds us a conveyor belt of winning products with huge audiences who want to purchase those products where there's very little competition. We'll show you in real time in just a second. These products are proven to sell at high profit. We want 20, 30, 40, 50, 100% profit margins. So I can buy them, say, I sell them for $100 and then I buy them from another place for $50. The $50 difference is my profit. That's what we're looking for. This is the nearest thing to having your own cold drink stand in the middle of a desert with a massive audience. The only difference is that with a cold drink stand, you've got one product for people who are thirsty. But on eBay, you've got 35 million rabid buyers who want to buy a lot more than just a cold drink. And that's why we have the machine. So guys, who would like to see how we do this? Who would like to meet Nahar? Nahar is a 7-figure eBay seller who took his knowledge and created this special machine. Guys, give me a big ready in the chat box if you'd love me to introduce you to Nahar. All right, so here is the machine built by Nahar. Now, Nahar is a 7-figure eBay seller who took his own knowledge and created an insane machine. I call it like a crystal ball machine because this thing literally is going to create and share us and provide us with a ton of winning products. So guys, let's just give a big welcome to Nahar. Geva, how you doing, Nahar?
I'm very well, very excited to be here today, very excited to share with you my knowledge.
All right, so now let's dive into this right away. Guys, if everyone can see Nahar's screen, this is the machine. This took years to create, but this is not a software that someone just came up with. This is an eBay seller. Nahar, just before you show the machine, you yourself were making a bucket on eBay, And it's because you wanted to automate the process, you decided that you wanted to create the software. You started telling a few people, some of your friends, and then suddenly this whole thing, people that are starting off doing eBay are using your machine. And you've now got hundreds, if not thousands, of people that are building their first eBay businesses for the very first time, getting sales for the first time in their life using this machine. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. When I got started, there was no one talking about product research, no one teaching how to find product. It was a big thing to solve. And then when I figured it out manually and figure out a method that helped me scale into 6 figures, 7 figures, I thought, how do I automate the process? How do I make better decisions based on data? And then I understand that I need to build a software that work based on my method, based on my manual method that proved to work, that helped me build my 6-figure business. And this is how I came up with the idea of this crystal ball machine. And I'm here today to show you how you can use it to scale your eBay business, find thousands of profitable products, and reach and build the life you desire.
I love it. I love it. Now, guys, just one thing before we show you this machine. Nahar, you can tell by his accent, he's not even a natural English speaker. You can do this from all over the world. Right now, Nahar's in Portugal. He travels the world. He goes from country to country with his family. And he has a business that runs literally in any shape or form. He can just run it off his laptop anywhere in the world. So you don't need to be a fluent, even English speaker to do this. Okay, now let's start from the very beginning with this machine. Find us. Show us like the fastest, easiest, quickest way to find a ton of winning products. Guys, winning products means, remember, that it's got to be good profit margins. I want limited competition, Nahar, so our members know they're going to make a ton of sales. And of course, I want this to be mass marketable. So that's a lot. Show us the quickest, fastest, easiest way to do that.
So I'm going to jump directly to our latest technological breakthrough. It's a tool that's called the Autopilot. It's going to automate the whole process and find you products automatically like a crystal ball machine. So I'm going to click here on the button, and we're going to go to this page. And all we need to do is simply click the new scan button. In the new scan button, we can choose different filters, different suppliers, different criteria that will focus on bringing us profitable, high-selling products. So let's give it a test here, a name here. I'll call it test 1. We're going to choose different suppliers from our list, for instance. We can decide which category we want to go for. So if you focus on specific category, specific niche, or you just want to sell everything, you can just select all. And I'll click save.
Just before you continue, Nahar, hold on, just before you continue, just so everyone's got this. When we say the supplier, guys, that means where you're going to buy the product from. Remember, you're going to sell it on eBay, but then once you've sold it, you're going to go to the supplier. In this case, it's Amazon, but it can be multiple different places, and that's where you're going to buy it from. And it's the difference between the price that you sell it for and the price that you buy it for. That is your profit. Okay, sorry about now. I just want to make sure everyone's with us.
And I will add on top of what you say that this is the biggest opportunity here, because you have zero risk. You don't need to buy inventory. You don't need to invest in stock. All you need to do is just find what products are selling and make sure you sell them for profit. So let's continue. Now I can choose the filters that will come from my suppliers, criteria from my suppliers product to help me bring good products. I can say that I want products that have at least 4-star ratings. I want to have at least 10 reviews of happy customers, right? I want to decide for only Prime, so there are fast shipping. And then I can scroll down here and I can start fill the sales and profit criteria. I want a product that don't have more than 25 competitors. I want a product with at least 4 sales in the last 14 days. I can say if I want to work for higher profit margin that I want product that's selling for minimum $35, for instance, but you can play with it as you like.
Wow.
And I want product that the return on investment will be at least 0.2, which is 20%, and you can play with it as well. Now you decide on which amount of product you need. Let's go here for 50 products. I think this is enough for 1 day of listings. And click on start your scan.
Whilst this is happening,
will happen right now?
We're sorry, Nahar, I do apologize, but before whilst you show what's happening, remember, guys, we're looking only for products that's got at least a 20% profit margin, but you could go to 50%, 100%, even more. But sorry, Nahar, continue.
Yes, and what will happen right now? Zik have over 6 million supplier products that match to their Amazon products. And these products are basically high profit products. And now the algorithm run through all this database go through over 500,000 sellers, go through over 6 million supplier products. We're talking about over 80 million eBay products. And based on your criteria, start to pick the products so you can go and list these profitable products. So you don't need to do anything. You don't need to take action. You don't need to manually research for anything. But the software, but the crystal ball machine will go and search these products for you. So let me refresh this page, see if we get the list. And as you can see, it's less than a minute. We get here list of 50 products. Clicking on the test one, opening the scan result. And now immediately we are going to see the list of those products. And you can see that, first of all, up you can see all the information. And then on the left side, you can see the product, the eBay image, supplier image, make sure it's same, the title, eBay title, supplier title, eBay price, supplier price, and then the profit margins. Even though I filter for minimum 0.2 return on investment, I got here 1.74, guys, or one is 100% profit margins. So $52, $39 profit, $25 profit, $23 profit. We have amazing products here ready to list to our store. All you need to do from here is just click upload all, integrate with our lister machine, and list it directly to your store. It's everything automated. You don't need to do anything one by one. You click upload all with integration, list it directly to your store.
Guys,
this is how this...
Yeah, sorry, I'm just saying, guys, you've literally just found 50 winning products with a click of the mouse. This is unbelievable. Now, if you can, just 1 second now, show our members, when we say winning products, let's just go through the stats because that went pretty fast. We've got products there with one competitor, two competitors, profit margins of 20, 30, 50, even I saw below, like even over $100. And we're talking about return on investment, meaning that you buy a product for $20, you can sell it for $40. That's a $20 profit. Imagine making $20. Imagine if you could make 10 sales like that a day. That's like $200 in your pocket for one single product. There's 30 days in a month. That'd be like $6,000 in your pocket. Imagine you got 50 products here. This is absolutely incredible. Anything more you'd like to share in terms of the statistics, Nahar?
Yeah, so basically, as simple as it sounds, you just go here, you click upload all, and that's it. We get all the information. We get here also sample rate, success rate. These are extra layers of criteria that will help you pick even better products. But because it's so simple, we want to keep it simple. We want you to not spend too much time. We understand that you have your maybe full-time job, maybe other commitments. You come maybe in the evening to work on your computer. You have 1 hour, 2 hours, and you still want to build a business that will help you reach independence. This is the goal, right? This is your goal. This was my goal. This is the goal of everyone who starts his business or side hustle. And we wanted to build a feature, a tool that will help you reach to this place, reach to this independence as fast as possible. So we made this feature to work so smooth and so easy, so you can come, literally spend 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes, 5 minutes, list 50 profitable products, and that's it.
Incredible stuff. Okay, let's take it one step further, guys. You want a little bit more? Write in the chat box for me if you want something even more sophisticated, because what we're about to share with you, if that's okay with you, Nahar, I'd love you to share a feature that you've got for your mastermind members that you've created, that we can actually find winning eBay sellers and copy and paste their winning campaigns. Guys, who here would love us to find winning eBay sellers? They're winning because they got tons of products that are making a lot of money, that's got little competition, and they're crushing it. Who would like to be able to spy on them and be able to copy and paste their best products, like they've done all the work for you? Give me a big yes in the chat box if you would like that. All right, now, do you feel comfortable sharing what your mastermind members have got in terms of this special feature that you have in the premium edition?
Absolutely, and this is one of the things that I personally believe. I believe in educating self-thinkers, educating smart, clever people who can, build their own methods, develop their own strategies, and do big things in life. So life is not just about copy pasting. We've seen how we can find thousands of products in just one click, and how profitable the products are and how amazing it can be. But now I want to show you some of the methods and tools that we're teaching in the mastermind that can help you take yourself to the next level. And I'm going to start with this feature here called product research feature. So we're going to open the product research feature, and you can come here. This is basically analyze the eBay best match result, and you can write here anything you want. But let me show you an example. I will write here the keyword man watch, okay? and I'll hit the search button. Now, what's going to happen? The crystal ball machine gonna pull the results based on this keyword, show us all the statistics of this niche. So Men Watch have $23,000 sales in the last 30 days for products, specifically here, ship from China, but you can do it for ship from United States, UK, whatever you are in the world. We show different examples here, okay? You can see that 84% of this niche have success. So 84% of the listings have success, sold at least one product in the last 30 days. You can see the graph and sell-through rate and all the statistics. But the power here is to scroll down and find competitors, okay? Click here, show me competitors, relevant competitors only, and then use the product research feature to find those specific products and see how much profit you can make on them. And then you can come here, for instance, see this guy here, selling this product for $13, and then you can click here on this little button and it will go immediately find this exact same product, but with $11 profit, guys. 99 cent selling price on the supplier, $11 profit. So this is one way to
hold on, guys. This is absolutely unbelievable. So you basically went and spied on winning people that are selling watches, right? Obviously these are not Amigas and Rolexes, but they're selling watches that are extremely cheap. Just be clear about that one, and now because I want to make sure I've got this. The first example that you gave, it's costing that person 99 cents to buy the watch. Is that correct? And he's selling it for like $12.70. Is that correct?
Yeah, he's selling for 13.
Okay.
He selling it for $13. Buy it for $1.99. Now it may be sometimes extra added cost like $1 shipping or a tax, but it's insane profit, guys. And this is the power, by the way, working with the international suppliers as well, because they give you this wide margin. And this is also part of our mastermind. We teach multiple suppliers. We support multiple suppliers to give you different advantage. Fast shipping from local suppliers, high profit margins for international suppliers, all come packed in our mastermind and also supported by our crystal ball machine.
Incredible stuff. All right, so perhaps you can share with our members, like, what is the potential of making sales with these types of products? Like, you know, our members don't want to sell one product a month. They want to sell 10 products a day. How will they make sure that the products have that amount of possibility?
Of course. It's a great question. This guy, this seller here, sold this product lifetime 1,000 times. Last 30 days, 16 times. Lifetime 1,000 sales. This product sold 1,000 sales lifetime. Guys, this is a lot of sales. You see 1,000 sales lifetime, and there is no better proof than this, okay? So the crystal ball machine help you find those products. And what happened when you found those products? These products lead you to the sellers, and this is where the second part of the crystal ball machine take place, is the competitor analysis. So we found this product, we saw it's profitable, we saw that it's high selling products. We will click on the scan seller button here, and we will expose these competitor statistics, strategies, and best-selling items. This is a pretty new competitor, 1,300 feedback score, probably, 6 months. He already generated from one store, and you can run multiple stores, $7,000 profit. We saw the profit margin, it's over 50%. It's only one store, pretty young store, okay? And if we scroll down now, we see all his best-selling products. So we can see this one here sold 16 times in the last 30 days, 210 times lifetime, okay? Selling for $27. We can see the amount of competitors, and then with one click of a button, we can find the exact same product everywhere. And this is basically it. So we move between products, niches, competitors, and we find special competitors, special products, profitable products, and we also learn from the strategy of our users. So the first tool, the autopilot that I showed you, gives you this 50, 20, 100, depends how many products you need every day. And then you put an extra time on doing the research by yourself to find those hidden gems and learn from your competitors and self-educate yourself by analyzing your competitors and putting everything together. You're building a new version of yourself who can basically take your business to the next level. I love it. Independent.
Guys, I want to make sure that this is absolutely clear, because these 2 points, this is what is the difference between someone that makes, say, a few $1,000s a month in profit to someone that goes and builds a business that can make him or her tens of thousands of dollars in profit a month. I want to make sure you get this. If you want to be indiscriminate, you just want to find winning products, add them into eBay, you're going to make some nice sales doing that, some really nice sales. Our own members are making many sales just doing that. But what Nahar's saying is, okay, that's what, anyone can do with my amazing machine. But if you then want to take it to another level, and perhaps you can 5 to 10 times your results again, potentially, then what you do is you want to spy on other people's winning products. Find their products that are killing it, that are making a ton of sales, that got high profit margins and mass sellability, and add those products into your store as well. Now, people are asking, how do you add them into your store? It's a single click of the mouse. In the training, we'll go into that. But this machine provides you with that integration technology as well to get this into your eBay account. So there's no manual work that you have to do yourself. Guys, people are going absolutely crazy here, Nahar. Is there anything that you want to say just before I get back? We're going to just go through some extra points in the presentation because I want to wrap this up and put this all together. Any last minute points you'd like to make?
This is what will make the biggest difference. And as I said, we care to give you the knowledge so you can not just be, like parrots at copy pasting. You can be, you can own your own business. You can own your own strategy. You can develop something by your own hands. And we give you all the knowledge. We give you the directions. We give you the technology to get there. But we want you to develop a smart way of doing things and own it by your own hands and mind.
Wonderful. Absolutely love it. Thank you. Now let me get it back to my presentation, guys. Give me a yes. You can see my screen again. Thank you, Nahar. And guys, I hope you are impressed with what you've just seen. Guys, we now have a conveyor belt of winning products. We just saw 50 products in the click of a mouse. We show you how you can find winning products from people that are selling like crazy. Now you can literally legally spy on what they're doing, find their winning products, and just add them into your account with a click of the mouse. Those products have limited competition. There's mass market potential. The profit margins, we saw 20, 50, 100%, allowing anyone to easily make e-commerce sales and profits. Write in the chat box to me if you are impressed. Wow, people are going absolutely bonkers. And now we have pretty much everything that we need. We know what to sell because of the machine. We know where to sell it. That's eBay. And we can make profit on every sale. That's the difference between how much you buy the product for and how much you sell it for. So let's now get into the practicalities. Let me show you the process to get started right now, today, without hesitation, without spending money like you would on other platforms. And let me show you how you do this in just several easy steps. So here goes. Number one, you're going to create a free eBay account. That's going to take you about 10 minutes from anywhere in the world. We have people doing this from Europe, from Asia, obviously from the UK, America, Canada, Australia, Far East, you name it. From deserts. We got people from all over the world. Nahar has been a traveling wheelbarrow and built a 7-figure business around Europe and beyond, and enjoyed as a young married person. Build a beautiful business completely from scratch. The power of eBay is that your future clients trust that brand, remember. It's a wonderful place to be. So step number 2, guys. By the way, everyone has 10 minutes to be able to set up an account. Give me a big yes in the chat box if you can do step number 1. All right, because step number 2 is a matter of using your mouse. And that is, you want to find amazing products that people want to purchase, they want to buy using the machines. A few clicks of the mouse. The machine not only gives you and saves you months of work and testing and time wasting, provides you with insights that you could not possibly discover alone, allows you to spy on the competition, but also just provides you a ton of winning products which you can upload with a click of the mouse. That's it. Now here you're going to probably want to invest 10, 15 minutes a day. Write in the chat box to me if you would be willing to invest 10 to 15 minutes a day, 5 days a week, if you could build an extraordinary e-commerce business that did not cost you thousands of dollars to test. All right, so that's step number 2. Step number 3, eBay starts sending you buyers to check out your product. Why is that? Because you're going to upload products that people want to purchase. That's the beauty of the machine. You don't need to do anything at this point. Just add more products. Do it on a regular basis, 10, 15, 20 minutes a day. The more you add, the more buyers will want to view your products, the more sales you're going to generate, the more profits you're going to make. It's just a matter of continuing what you're doing so well in step number 2. Now, step number 4, you're going to start making sales. And I want you to make a commitment, guys, because this is important in terms of your journey. Once you make that first sale, I want you, it's the hardest sale you ever make. It's the one that is elusive to 99% of other people out there. You are literally in the top 1% because you made your first sale. That could be life-changing. You know what I want you to do? I want you to celebrate. Wherever way you celebrate, in a very simple way, whether it's a glass of wine or a drink of Diet Coke, whatever it might be, this is your time to celebrate, because that first sale can turn into 1,000 sales, can turn into multiple tens of thousands of sales. The most important sale is that first one. You are literally 48 hours away potentially from that. Maybe if you go slowly, 72 hours or 96 hours. That's it. And once you make that first sale, you should be looking at this as game over. And then in this step, what you're going to do is you're going to what we call drop ship the product. That means once you've sold it, you're going to go and purchase it, and now you're going to send it to your buyer. We've got a way that takes you about 2 minutes to perform this. So what you're going to end up doing on a daily basis is seeing the sales that you've generated, spending a minute or two on each sale that you've generated to ship out that product. You don't have any inventory costs. You're simply shipping it from the place that you got the product for cheaper than you sold it for. That's it. It'll take you about a minute or two per product. And by the way, you can get someone else to do this for you if you want to. The profits, of course, are always the amount that you sold it for, minus the cost of the product to purchase it from that other party. And there are some eBay fees as you start to build up your business. eBay wants you to sell more and more and more, because then they're going to charge you. The bigger your business, the more they're going to charge you. But the beauty of this is that initial products are completely free. You'll be able to test for free. Once you have winners, you should only have winners in your account. So it's extraordinarily profitable for you. So that's step number 4, and we're getting to scale. And then step number 5, you're going to continue and copy and paste the other 4 steps. That's the entire formula. It's simple. It's a ton of fun. And you're building a business asset, making sales. This is something that is an asset you can give to, that'll be great for yourself, that you can pass on to children, grandchildren, and have a lot of fun in the process. So guys, give me a big thumbs up. Give me a big yes if you can do this. Can you set up an eBay account in 10 minutes following some simple steps? Are you willing to click and find winning products, spend 10, 15 minutes a day, watch eBay bring you buyers for nothing, and then search even more and do it again and again and again every day, adding a product or two, 10 to 15 minutes a day. That's it. And then once you start to make sales, you spend a minute or two clicking a few buttons and fulfilling on the sales. Write in the chat box me if you can do this and you would be willing to invest 30 minutes a day. All you need is 30 days for you to see a significant breakthrough. You should be able to have a significant breakthrough in your first 30 days from scratch, seeing your first sales in your first couple of days as well. Who can do this? All right, and by the way, guys, it's very important, because I'm not here to sell anyone on doing something they don't want to do. If you don't have 30 minutes of your life that you're winning to dedicate to something like this, you're in the wrong place. I want to make it clear. But you do need to have a good 30 minutes a day, especially starting out as you grow your business. But even if you've never made sales before, it's almost impossible that you don't generate sales with this formula, because you have products that people want to purchase. And you've got a marketplace of people that are looking to buy your products. So it's almost impossible that you won't make sales. But guys, I got news for you. I got a little secret. Write in the chat box me if you'd like me to share with you a little secret. Because our members have another way to multiply sales, even beyond what we've shared up to now. Guys, this is a secret way that most people will never benefit from. You see, most eBay sellers will never benefit from what I'm about to share with you. You know why? Because other sellers don't know exactly what to sell. They're guessing their way to sales. They have mediocre accounts at best. And eBay will only reward sellers who are getting above standard results, which is the minority, the vast minority. But if you can fit into that group, you are potentially made. Because of the machine which you now are going to be able to get your hands on, you can get way above standard results super fast. So what I'm about to share with you is relevant to only a few percentage points of eBay sellers. But you, because you got the machine, you could be thrust to the very top. What is this new way to scale your business? To scale your eBay business? It's called promoted listings. Listen very carefully. This is mind-boggling. Because whilst other platforms like Amazon make you pay to advertise, like who doesn't make you pay to advertise? Well, eBay doesn't. Listen carefully. eBay is willing to promote your products everywhere and anywhere, and all they want is a small percentage of the sale after it occurs. Now you choose between 1 and 20% depending on your profit margins. So if you know that you're getting 2x returns, like a product that you bought for $50 you can sell for $100, you'd be willing to give up $10, would you not? $15, get to the very top of the search engines and have eBay promote you absolutely everywhere. So there's no upfront investment with this either. This allows you to grow and catapult your sales. This is pretty extraordinary, and you don't need to do any of the work. You don't need to do any of the promotion. You don't need to do any of the advertising. You just tell eBay how much you're willing to pay them after the sales generate, and eBay will send you all over the place. That's called promoted listings. And you can see here is that this is only for accounts that have above standard and top rated sellers. Guys, you have the ability to get there super fast with the machine. So this is an additional way to scale your business from scratch. This is what eBay tells you, that they will promote your products absolutely everywhere in search when people are searching for products. On listed pages, they'll be promoting your products in sponsored modules, on listed pages, and across eBay's platform everywhere. Why? Because you are an above standard seller, and with our machine, that allows you to get there super fast. Are you excited yet? Give me a big me in the chat box if you are now incredibly excited, because it's about to get better. In fact, it's gonna get way better. Now sit in your chairs, because I want to share with you something that I believe you're going to find absolutely mesmerizing. And that's because we have a way to scale this eBay business 2x, 3x, 4x. The potential here is obscene. And the best thing of all is that we don't have to do any of the heavy lifting thanks to artificial intelligence. Now, you probably heard of ChatGPT. Well, you're going to see a new application you might have not seen before. Because what people don't realize is that eBay, at the very crux of the platform, it has a search engine, just like Google. But where in Google, you have to fight pretty hard to get to the top of the search engines, we figured out a way to get to the top of the search engines in eBay, thanks to a combination of our software and artificial intelligence that allows us to conquer their search engines and drive even more traffic to any offer, to any product that you want to sell. Guys, give me a big me in the chat box if you'd like me to get Nahar back for us to take a closer look to show you how easy it is for us now to conquer the search engines. All right, Nahar, I hope you're still there, and let's dive inside one more time. Let's go AI crazy, Nahar.
I'm here, Barry.
Awesome. Matthew, thank you for getting it over to Nahar's screen for us. Okay, Nahar, let's take any product and let's show our members how easy it is to get it to the top of the eBay search engine using artificial intelligence.
Sure, so I'm just going to go to research and pick a random product. Let's look for dropshipper that sells some products for a decent price. So let me see. So this dropshipper here from Israel selling this product for $13. And what I'm going to do next is I want to find these products on my supplier like the previous example. So I will click here. So here we can see all the supplier products and how much profit we can do. I will open the eBay listings, and then I will also open the supplier listings here, just to have the information. And now I will move to the next part where I'm going to use Zik to find the top converting keywords, and then use the ChatGPT to basically help me generate title, help me generate an SEO optimized description. So I will go here to the eBay listings and I will copy the title. The idea is to identify the keywords that define this product. So I'll copy the title, I'll open the title builder on Zik, I'll paste it here, and for now I will just remove it a little bit, all the unnecessary keywords. So I will keep only men, minimalist, watch. This is the main keywords, right? All the other things are specification. Then I will change here the location for all location and hit the search button. Now what Zik does is bringing us the top performing long tail keyword, but people actually searching for. We can see that on the left, the top two long tail keywords are minimalist, ultra thin, with 21 competitors, 191 sales and 12,000 average searches. And then the second one is ultra thin watches with 9 competitors and 132 sales. So we know these are high converting keywords. We want to make sure we have these keywords in our title. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to open the ChatGPT and I'm going to ask him to write me multiple alternatives to my competitor listings using the keywords I know convert. So this is the competitor title, right? I'll copy it, I'll come here, I'll ask ChatGPT, please write me 3 alternative for these eBay listings using keywords. Let me see this eBay listings. I'll put a title using keywords such as, and then I will go back to Zik, to the title builder, and I'll copy these keywords. First one is ultra thin, ultra minimalist, ultra thin, right? And the second one is ultra thin watches. Now you can do it with only one keyword. Sometimes you can put 2 keywords. Put 2 keywords only if it's really relevant. Okay. In this case, it's very relevant, and click enter. Now ChatGPT will do the work for you. We'll give you here 3 different examples for watches. So minimalist ultra thin watch with genuine leather band stainless steel glass. Elegant minimalist design ultra thin watch with stainless steel and leather accents. So you got here a compelling title, but that also target the keywords that you want.
So guys, so basically what we've just done is that we found the best keywords that's driving the most traffic and the most sales, right? We're looking for that density. We're then just putting it to ChatGPT and we're getting our own custom title. Right in the chat box, simple. If you, that's pretty much simple. And at this point, this is our title. Is that correct, Nahar?
Yeah, so you can just pick one of these titles. Exactly.
Got it.
You can even pick one title for the main title, and then if you want to create subtitle, you can put the second one.
Okay, cool, guys. You understand, because these are the keywords that are getting the traffic and they're also getting the sales. So we want both of those in our title. Great. Now, I presume you can then do the same thing for the description. Is that correct?
Yes, so for the description is where all the magic happens, because when you list a page to Google, it's go through content, it's go through the copy, through the text, and it start to figure out how you build your description, what is the structure, what keywords you use. And now, instead of sitting down, spending hours writing, you can just use ChatGPT for do it automatically for you. Let me show you how we do it, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask ChatGPT, please write me an SEO optimized description for my eBay listings, followed by the title, and you give the title that you've created here, okay, because you want it to be followed by the title. And then write description and item specifics targeting the keywords. And now you put the same keywords. Now you can even put more keywords, okay? Now you can even put more keywords because in the description you have more space. So you put it like this, and you put it like this, and I will add even more keywords, okay? Just fix this.
So wow, what you're basically doing, guys, is that you're asking ChatGPT right now to create the description. And what you're saying, Nahar, is that this isn't just going to be picked up by the eBay search engine, but also by Google itself for this particular product. Is that correct?
Yes.
Wow.
Exactly.
Guys, this is pretty insane stuff, right? And we don't need to create the title. We just need to know what's the right keywords. And Nahar's software finds those right keywords for us. But not just great keywords that are driving traffic, but the right keywords that are driving sales through the traffic that we're getting. So that's all you need to do, basically. And you're adding these keywords, and then you're providing some more information. Is that where you're getting that information from?
Yeah, so I will go to my supplier where I buy the product from just to get technical information. So I have this information here, like size, weight, bed, and all this information. Okay. And then I will just go back to ChatGPT and I will write that to write the description based on this information. I will paste it here and click enter. And now ChatGPT will write. So it's put as the information, the title, the description. You can see how it writes everything automatically, use all the keywords, make everything very optimized.
Wow. Guys, just write in the chat box, genius. This is so simple. And just to be clear, Nahar, so that everyone gets this, I mean, if you were to do this, how hard is it to be able to get rank in eBay when you've got these types of tools available?
Yeah, this is like it's crazy. You just basically overtake everyone else because ChatGPT doing amazing SEO work, and you can drive a lot of traffic. You can easily get to the top of the search results on eBay, on Google, and even when you get to the top of the search results on Google and Google Shopping, you get a lot of external traffic that boosts your ranking on eBay.
Unbelievable stuff. Guys, just give a big wow to Nahar. Isn't that just absolutely incredible? Right, people going absolutely crazy. Now let's get back to my presentation. We'll be coming back to you in just a few seconds. Okay, back to my screen because, guys, we have just hit the e-commerce jackpot because eBay is going to get us initial sales. They're going to send us more sales. When we add more products with Nahar's software, we can do that on a regular basis. They allow us to scale using the simplest advertising system ever. You don't need to be an advertiser. You don't need copywriting. You just need to agree to pay them a small percentage after the sales being generated, and we can scale many times over thanks to the power of artificial intelligence that takes care of all the heavy lifting. Sales and scale has never been easier. Now, newbies love this because you don't need experience. There's over 135 million buyers that love shopping on eBay because they trust that eBay PayPal combination. Number two, you can make sales within hours, even if we're conservative, within a couple of days. Where else have you ever seen an e-commerce system that allows you to do that where you're not spending any money? You don't need any previous skills. You don't need to learn advertising, copywriting. You don't need to build a complicated store. You don't need to have traffic generating knowledge. You can get started very quickly. There's a very low barrier of entry. And we have the technology that provides us with these winning products and multiple ways to scale without us having to do any of the heavy lifting. Guys, it doesn't get any easier than this. But for members who are thinking big, we've got something else for you as well. You see, Nahar's got a mastermind that he helps his members generate $100,000 a month in eBay sales. It's something he's been focusing on. He helps them find winning products, helps those find products from competitors that are crushing it that they can easily put into their portfolio as well. Many of those products have high supply, low competition. He shows them how to get their products to the top of the search engines, massively scales their sales with promoted listings. That is a $5,000 mastermind. But today, guys, for fast movers on this webinar, we're going to add that into the package. You're going to get access to that as well for nothing. So if you're thinking big, get ready. Because if you are ready to build and massively scale your very own e-commerce business the easy way, give me a big me in the chat box. Because we're about to take eBay and we're going to add artificial intelligence and we're going to equal the complete eBay AI system. That's right, it's not eBay, it's eBay Artificial Intelligence, eBay AI. You are about to get access to NAR's elite software for a full year. 30-day challenge to help you make your first initial profitable sales with a 7-figure eBay winner, i.e. Nahar. You're getting Nahar's 0 to 6-figure formula training, Inner Circle Facebook group, winning products from Nahar directly so you don't even have to search for them. Plus, you're going to get access to his mastermind, the full package, nearly $19,000 in value. And access today, you may think it's going to be worth it at $5,997. You're getting a 30-day money-back guarantee, but on this webinar, you won't be paying $5,997. In fact, you're not even going to be paying $19.97. You can get access right now on this webinar for just $12.97 with a 30-back money-back guarantee. Guys, you are literally a couple of steps away from your first e-commerce sales at profit. And I know that because the majority of people that join us from other programs see this for the first time with us. Guys, I'm about to give you the link. It's on the screen. It's coming up right now. Please be ready because this is going to go super, super fast. Here goes. It is Get eBay AI for the eBay system. GetEBAIsystem.com. GetEBAI.com. That is the link. That's where you need to go to join us now. The link is on the page. GetEBAI.com. GetEBAI. You're getting access not just to Nahar's system, not just to the training, not just to the community, but you're getting access to your very own e-commerce business. You're literally a few hours, even if you're pretty slow, a few days away from potentially making your first sales in e-commerce at profit without you actually having to be an expert in very many disciplines. You don't need to be a copywriter. You don't need to be an advertiser. And the potential here to scale is like nothing we have ever seen before. This is the place that you should start if you want to, if you've already got an e-commerce business, you want to expand it, or if you want to save yourself the hassles, this is where you start your e-commerce business. Again, the link is on the page. It is getebai.com, getebai.com. Let me just add, and this is important, there are some members here now that have got an existing, very few though, they've got an existing e-commerce business. Imagine that even if you were just to use eBay to find winning products without having to spend money on the traffic, and then you could take those winning products and then you could use them and scale them on other e-commerce systems and platforms as well. Yes, that is another application. That's another reason why people love using eBay and using this system. So again, the link is on the page. It is getebai.com. The combination of eBay and artificial intelligence all combined together, and it's just $12.97. We've got multi-pays available also on the page. So if you would prefer to join with a multi-pay, you certainly can do so. As soon as you join, let us know your name in the chat box. I will welcome you. I know on previous webinars, people don't like having sometimes their family names to be mentioned. So unless you give me permission to do so, I will only read out your first name. If you want me to read out your full name, let me know in the chat box. I want to see who's getting gold, who's getting silver, who's getting bronze. This is already going absolutely ballistic as I speak. We have got massive value here, access to the mastermind with Nahar as well. Things are going absolutely crazy. We're going to start answering questions in just 1 second. But before we do, we have got a very important update for you guys. Just a couple of things, very, very important on the screen right now. That is number one, there is a 30-day money back guarantee. This is your opportunity to build an eBay business, to build a successful, profitable e-commerce business with absolutely zero hassles. You don't need to invest on the traffic, on the sales. You don't need to invest on inventory. You just need to put in half an hour a day at that. Go through the training. We'll be holding your hand for 30 days throughout the process with Nahar and I. You've got nothing to lose. So there's a 30 money back guarantee. And by the way, if there's any problems joining whatsoever, you're trying to join, you're having a problem, I can see one or two of you are having a bit of an issue, just go to save.getebai.com. That is save.getebai.com. Head over there right away. As soon as you join again, guys, please start giving us your names in the chat box, because this is going absolutely berserk as we speak, completely and utterly berserk as we speak. And I want to make sure that Eliza can reach out to you and thank you for joining us. I won't be referencing any family names. I know some people are a little bit sensitive about that. So I'll just be referencing first names. Eliza will reach out to you as you join. All right, we've got a lot to get through here. I'll be answering your questions as well during the next few minutes, guys. But this is a special offer until we close this down on this training. So you do want to join as soon as you possibly can. That is, first of all, let's make this absolutely clear, guys. It's on your screen. This is built really for two types of people. Number one, if you are a complete beginner. All I can say is if you've never built an e-commerce business in your life before, you are lucky that you are joining right now, right here. Because the vast majority of people that do e-commerce end up spending a lot of time and energy, and in many cases a lot of money, trying to generate any sort of traction. And the problem is that there's so much competition at such a high cost in so many other platforms, is that a lot, if not most, if not all, almost all, people generally give up. That's why people sort of come over to us. They start testing out eBay, and now you've got the software that makes this as easy as pie. Now you have the software that allows you to find winning products. Nahar in his training will provide you with winning dropshippers so that you don't even have to do that research if you don't want to. So this is probably the easiest possible way to get started. And the reason for that, it's very simple, is that you are not really investing in the traffic. And let me make it clear again. And it's a good question, Roger. I love the question. I will repeat. There is 3 major ways that you will be driving traffic. Number 1, by adding products on a regular basis. We're talking you spending 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes a day doing this. Where are you going to find great products from? From the software. Now, I provide you with this software for a complete year. It is the easiest way to find winning products. Either by just finding winning products or by following winning dropshippers and copying exactly what they're doing to great effect. And a great dropshipper is someone who's got products that's got mass sales and limited competition. And there's so many of them on eBay that everyone here is able to get potentially a lot of traction. So that's one type of traffic. And remember what we've said before, that the more you add products, the more you become a reliable eBay seller, the higher of esteem you are considered in the eBay ranks, the more sales, more traffic, more sales they're going to generate for you. It's just a wonderful, positive snowball effect. Now, number 2, that is with promoted listings. Promoted listings is eBay's way of rewarding the best sellers. Best sellers are people that got above average results with their sales. And the reason why you're going to be able to get above average sales is because you know with your magic wand, you know with the with Naha system, you know what is selling. You know what converts. You know what people want to purchase. So the sales you make are going to be a higher, potentially a much higher conversion rate than other people that are just throwing ad hoc products out there on eBay. So that's number 2. You can benefit from those promoted listings. It's like advertising in Google, only you don't need to be a copywriter. You don't need to know how to advertise. All you need to do is tell eBay what percentage points between 1 and 20% are you willing to pay for the sale. Now that depends, of course, on your profit margins on the product. And that, again, Naha's system is going to help you find those winning products. So it's a massive, massive potential way of making more sales. Most eBay sellers will never get promoted listings anymore. We have that advantage, and that just opens up the playing field for each and every one of us. Guys, I can see this is going absolutely berserk again. It's going absolutely berserk. I'm just talking about the 3 types of traffic. The second is promoted listings. Guys, I want to welcome each and every one of you. Yes, Claire, I do see you have joined. Rog, I know you've been in for the last 10 minutes. Welcome on board. Claire, you're on board. Good to see you. Melissa, I see you on board. Nick, I see you on board. Stephen, welcome aboard, my friend. Zane, I see you. You're on board. Warren, Kenneth, I can see you. Clive, good to see you all. Guys, give us your names in the chat box. There's a lot more people that are joining, but I do need your names. I don't have access to the CRM, so please give us your name in the chat box. Leslie, I see you're in. You're safe. Good, and welcome on board. So the third type of traffic, this is where it gets super AI powerful. That is recognizing that eBay actually has its own search platform. It is a search. It is a search platform that you can find products on. So essentially, it's got its own search box, so you can get to the top of their search, i.e. SEO. You can optimize your listings. Now, how do you optimize your listings? It's by finding the keywords that people are using to search for. Again, Naha's system provides that for you. How do you create a killer title? ChatGPT does a great job. You can then create an SEO-rich description. How? Again, a combination of Naha's system with ChatGPT allows you to create amazing descriptions that, as Naha pointed out, isn't just going to benefit you on eBay, but it actually is going to benefit you also on Google. And that opens up a possibility also of making sales on Google Marketplace on top of eBay. The potential here is extraordinary. Now, people are asking, in terms of like the eBay account, how does that work? Now, eBay, guys, the initial products that you're going to be adding into your system, it's extremely cheap. In fact, it's completely free. So for your initial products, you're not spending any money. Now, the way that eBay works is that they charge based on the amount of products that you add into your system after the initial free amount of products that you get. Now, the reason why most people have a hard time with that is that they're just adding products that they don't know if they're going to work or not going to work. So they end up just throwing products, costing them money, they're not making sales, they leave, and that's the way that most eBay sellers go. But with our Nahar system, we know what's selling. So you will never have products in your system that are not sellable, that are not making sales. And if for whatever reason they're not generating sales, you get rid of them. That's the beauty of this, is that, there are some people who say just add tens of thousands of products and see what sticks. Well, the problem with that is that when you have 10,000 products, you're paying eBay hundreds of dollars per month for that. We prefer not to pay eBay hardly anything for two reasons. Number one, we want to make even higher profits, and therefore we want to pay eBay nothing until we need to, and then just a fraction what everyone else is, and it's about tens of dollars a month. But if you're making thousands, I'm sure you'll be willing to pay a few hundred if you were to scale like that. Even you won't need to do that. But that's number one. But number two is that when we have higher quality products, higher conversions, we actually are going to improve our standing with eBay, and that gets us even more traffic. So there's this wonderful, wonderful snowball effect that's happening with this entire system that Nahar has invented. And the truth is that he's done this successfully himself, but also he's got his eyes on thousands of eBay sellers. Some of them, the best ones, are using his system. So this literally is the system of the very, very strongest, best eBay sellers, but you have an unfair advantage even over them, because not only do you get access to the elite version, but you've got Nahar that's keeping a bird's eye view of what's really working, and it will be sharing with you insights to make sure that you get traction. So that's why this is so exciting. Again, guys, the links are on the screen. You can either join right now, getebai.com. If you're having any issues whatsoever, you just fill out the form at save.getebai.com and you can join that way. So guys, this is built, as I mentioned just a few seconds ago, for beginners, but it's also built for members that might have another business, another e-commerce business, but they don't know how to find winning products. They don't know how to scale. They'd like another source of being able to scale on another platform, or they'd like to use eBay to find winning products and then take those winning products and use them in Amazon, in Etsy, and other platforms as well. That's the beauty of this, that it's not only an independent platform, but it's it's giving you incredible market insights and providing you with winning products where you don't have to spend money on the research, right? With Amazon, you do need to spend money on advertising. You need to be good at advertising. Here, you literally can find out very quickly what is a winning product. That's the beauty of this system. So I hope, guys, this is making a lot of sense to you, because this is not complicated. But again, I want you to understand, this is very important, that the key to your success is your initial traction. I want to see our members get sales through the door, even if you're going at a sales pace and you need additional help and assistance and hand holding. I don't want anyone here not making a breakthrough within, say, a week once their account is set up. It really is like that. Really, I'm talking about at a snail's pace, because I know the hardest sale you'll ever make is that first sale. And when you make one sale, you can make 5, you can make 10, you can make 50, you can make 100. That's how you build a tremendous eBay business. That's how you do it. That's how you build any good business. And I want you to have that feeling of a breakthrough, that cha-chang, where you wake up in the morning and you see a whole bunch of sales. And it's like, someone going for a run. There's that runner's high at the end of the run. So it's like there's this e-commerce high that you get, where you just open up your phone and you see a whole bunch of sales. It just gives you that high, that thrill, that desire to push on and to scale. And that's what I want everyone to achieve super fast. I know psychologically the importance of that breakthrough, and we're going to do absolutely everything that we can to make sure that you do get that breakthrough. It's super important for us that you are able to do so. Nahar, I just want to take this opportunity seriously. You've agreed to do this, and I know, and I mentioned this on the presentation, that I've asked you to do this for a number of years. And by the way, people are flying in through the door. I'll be mentioning your names in just a second, but I've been asking Nahar to do this for years. What's changed are the updates that now Nahar says anyone, I'm so convinced anyone can do this. That's number one. And number two, that he's found out a way to make sure that you guys can all get traction by providing you with like 250 of the best drop shippers. It's copy and paste. That's how simple as it is. People are going absolutely bonkers, guys. I do need more names in the chat box. I do see people joining. I'm just going to read out names, but if you haven't yet put your name down, let me know right away. But these are people that have joined literally within seconds, and it's just gone a little bit. 1 second, we just try and get the things here. Give me 1 second. Here we go. I joined. James Fraser, you're in and you're safe. Jim Chandler, you're in and you're safe. Todd, you're in, you're safe. Mehdi, our close friend, you're in. 4th place. Mehdi Razkala, you're in and safe. I'm in, says Jim. You're in, you're safe. I'm trying to join, says Douglas. Score is in. You are safe. Andrew, you're in and you're safe. Calvin F, I saw you've been on fire today. You're in, you're safe. Chris Guy, good to see you on board, my friend. You're in, you're safe. People are going absolutely berserk. Stephen Bottomley, you've made it in. Marcy Sperling, our close friend from the West Coast, you are in and you are safe. Every time I refresh, more and more people are joining. Guys, we've also got 3 pays. We've got 5 pays on the screen. Or if you go to the page right away, you can join. If it's easier to join with multi-pays, you can certainly do that. You join a single pay, can save some money. It's totally up to you. But every time I'm refreshing, more and more people are joining. Awesome. So, and by the way, I'm just going to answer more questions, and I'm going to ask questions to Nahar in just a second. Guys, if some of you have in the past got access to Nahar's system, by joining today at Platinum, you're getting an extension of 2 years. But beyond that, it's not just that, and you're getting all the updates that Nahar's created. Not just that, but when Nahar makes his next release in a month's time, you will be getting access before even his other members. On top of that, you're getting the mastermind. So perhaps, Nahar, can you just reiterate, what is it about that makes you feel so comfortable about doing this mastermind and helping our members, make a massive breakthrough?
It is because the system becomes so easy to use, and because I think that right now with what you've created here and with all the things we put together, we can really make people successful. This little push, this extra knowledge, these extra features, this is really going to make people to jump forward so quick. So it will be easy to generate sales very quick. It will be very easy to scale this business. And because I person who really like to see result, I really like to put effort on something that I will see big result, huge success. The same I did with Zik when I got started. I put all my effort into Zik because I knew this is going to change people's life. And now I feel that this is the moment that we can change people's life. We can help you guys, everyone who joined, to really make it happen. Not anymore play with, few sales here and a few sales there. Really scale your business to thousands of dollars in profit.
My son in the summer, literally in the middle of COVID, he just got bored. He was off school, obviously. That's high school, not the university. He just built an eBay business indiscriminately. Nahar just started adding products into his account. It was indiscriminate. There's another word to describe it. He didn't follow any of the strategies that we discussed in terms of scaling. And he was knocking out the park, tens of thousands of dollars of sales, literally in the first 60 days. Guys, and this is not someone who understands e-commerce. More people joining right now. Todd Peterson, you're in and you're safe. Ord Wilson, I see your name. You're in and you're safe. Joel Flake, welcome on board. Edward Pratt, welcome on board, my friend. William Jensen, you're in, you are safe. Blaine Thompson, you've made it in. Mary Giacos, welcome on board, my friend. Edward, you're in. Blaine, you're in. Linda Kajda, you're in, you are safe. Every time I refresh, more and more people are joining. Now, there's some people that are having some issues getting to the page to join. You're safe as well. You're about, and you have just joined the Bay 100 Club. And this is going absolutely bonkers. I've got a lot of questions for you, Nahar, guys. Feel free to ask any questions that you've got, guys. Sam will collect those questions. I know he's working tirelessly to answer as many issues as are cropping up right now. He'll try and gather questions together. We're going to bring him on a little bit later on. But in the meantime, I can see more people joining left, right, and center. Maria Chernoprovinska, I hope I pronounced your name correct. You're in, my friend. You are safe. Roen Hanel, Stephen Cohen, Graham Herbert, Eric Williams, you're all in. You're safe. Our close friend from the West Coast, our dear friend Stephen Winstead, you are in. You are safe. Robin Richardson, you've joined. You're in and you're safe as well. Every time I refresh, more and more people are joining. People are saying, I can't access, I can't get the link. Where is the link? Okay, just give my surname. Sorry, Maria. I'm just going to call you Maria. It's a lot easier. Okay, let's get back to you, Nahar. you know what, guys? I've got something for those who are having a hard time joining. Guess what I have? I have a special link for you. If you need help joining, you need to speak to us. You need to speak to a spouse. You want to save your spot. You want to make sure you get all the bonuses. Go to Say, super important. Do that right away. Still in the form. It'll take you 30 seconds. This is the most critical thing you can do right now if you absolutely want to guarantee all the bonuses, and fill out the form. Do that right away. It'll take you literally about 30 to 40 seconds, and we will help you out. Brad Stick, you're in, you're safe. Francis Luon, you've made it in, you are safe. You're the last couple of people to join. So Nahar, let's just go back a little bit, because there's some people here that have done eBay before. Some members of ours have had great success. Others have made sales but have not been able to scale. And what we're talking about right now, and this is the very first time that we have you in the saddle helping them along the way, is this ability to be able to literally, with the hundreds and hundreds of winning drop shippers that you're going to be supplying them, without research, they can find winning products. Let me ask you, Nahar, how easy would it now be with those winning drop shippers for them just to find winner after winner after winner?
Well, I guess you already saw it. It's just 2-3 clicks. You get a seller, you search on the competitor research, you see the products, the sales history, you click on a button and you got the product. That's it. It's very, very simple.
And how many would you guess? Obviously, we gave one example of the guy from Cyprus, but based on the winners that we find on our systems, how many products amongst those products that, you know, amongst the winning dropshippers, what sort of percentages of their products are actually, would you say, are making, you know, really good sales at great profit? I mean, there's a reason why these guys are doing hundreds of thousands of dollars of sales a month.
Okay, so it's a great question. So it's divided to different phases. So phase one, when we're just starting, and we're going to go into it in depth when we're going to start with the training, is to get our store into a very strong momentum. So first of all, we focus on a very high selling, low competition products. We list only this product fully optimized, and slowly, the more we become strong, the stronger we become. Then we start to widen our range, to widen the criteria, and we list more and more products. And yeah, this is what you do. So I'm going to teach you everything in the training. You have a full strategy, full plan. It's going to be amazing.
Guys, the process, very, very simple. This is smart. This is coming from a guy that's probably created more six-figure winners on eBay than any other person that we've met, right? And he's been doing this consistently for years. So this strategy of go strong at the beginning, very few products. Basically, you want to warm up eBay. You want eBay to take you seriously. Once they do, then you can really expand your horizons. So Nahar, this is almost like a snowball effect, that you start off at the beginning just with winners, really very precise winners. You start making sales almost immediately. I've seen of my own son, it took him a couple of days to make sales. I've seen our own members make sales very quickly. And this is what's likely to happen. You guys, you set up your account the right way. It's done very quickly, and then after that, bang, you add the right products, and now how we give you the exact targeted right products. That's going to strengthen your account. Once you strengthen your account, you then can start to be much more liberal. That means adding more and more products, bang, 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 until you have incredible amounts of sales. Now, Nahar, the beauty of this is the scalability. Now, the key to that is consistency. With the amount of winning products that we're providing our members, there is no excuse at this time to make a lot of sales and to be able to scale afterwards. But what is the limitations here for our members? Looks like we've lost Nahar. Guys, can you hear me? Looks like Nahar may have, he's fallen off his chair maybe. No, I think you are muted.
I'm here. There was just issue with the connections. I couldn't hear the last sentence. Can you repeat it?
Yeah, please? I'm just asking in terms, what is the potential for scalability with this?
The potential for scalability is huge. You saw yourself, the Cypriot guys, common guys. Most of you here from the United States, you're paying lower PayPal fees. You have better setup for your financials. You know, you have a US eBay account. This guy from Cyprus make $200,000 drop shipping from AliExpress to eBay. So if he did it with only 4,000 feedbacks, I really believe we can get very close to this or even more than this. And I will also discuss more strategies on how you can scale horizontally, so we can definitely reach something like this. Absolutely.
Guys, this is limited. This is limited. This is not just some, some webinar. Hey, this is limited. We're going to be working with a small group of members who are dedicated to make a breakthrough. Guys, I told you, one commitment you need to make. Think big. We're not making promises of results, but we can tell you, we guarantee you're going to make sales. Not only we guarantee you're going to make sales, but you do not have a better guy to lead you in this process. He's been in the underground, dug in a cave, sitting there with his software in his laboratory with his white coat on, going crazy with a whole team of a slew of the world's top programmers, building a phenomenon. And I said, Nahar, 2 years ago, get out of the underground. We need you. Well, I'll do a training for your guys. No, get out of the underground. I'll do a second training. I'll do a third. No, we need a mastermind. What I need is something that will literally change the e-commerce world for good. And at this point, he came back to me and said, Barry, I'm ready. The software is ready. I'm ready. And I'm going to go absolutely bonkers. I'm adding that word bonkers. Generally, Nahar does not use the word bonkers. But he said something very similar. Salim Diaz, you're in, my friend. You're safe. Paul Joblin, you're in, my friend. You're safe. Angela, you're in. Welcome aboard. Some questions coming in. If I'm not based in the US, I'm in the UK, I'm in Canada, I'm in Australia, I'm in Europe. Is there anything that's holding me back, Nahar?
No, good questions. I see they start asking. There is no problem. I just give the example for the US. You can sell from anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter. You can be from the UK, you can be from Cyprus, you can be from Israel, you can be from Germany. It doesn't really matter, from South America. Everything is working out.
Okay, people asking about the different types of suppliers. Guys, this is a drop shipping business. Now, Nahar added another supplier. He'll talk about it in just a second. But guys, you have to understand this business. It's extremely lucrative. Yes, it's very important when you create your store that you just make sure that you're very clear with the time. You basically say, and I know people have done millions of dollars doing this. They simply say when someone makes a purchase that we're passing on major benefits for you. As a result, you'll be getting your product in a couple of weeks. As long as you're upfront and you share, you talk very clearly about the processes of how they're going to get their product, you will have no problems with the fact that you're drop shipping from overseas. But there's also options to do it locally. And Nahar's got other sources that you can bring product in from. Literally, there's no limit to this. There's practically no limit to this. What I love as well, people asking questions about how you can do more things. Can you integrate this with GrooveCart or with WooCommerce or with other types of platforms? Nahar, the biggest issue is not the platform. The biggest issue is the winning products. Your system finds winning products. They can then, we gave an example of Terry working and showing them how they can then integrate this with Shopify. That traffic you can send into not just Shopify, but also you can build on Groove. And Groove, you've got the advantages of the SEO juice as well. So guys, those of you who got Groove, think about the power of this. That you can start integrating the power of SEO, the power of Facebook advertising, the free traffic coming in from eBay. You're integrating across the board. It's an all integrated effort. That is where the power is. Nahar, speak a second about the power of integration marketing, because a lot of our smart members here were saying, can I integrate this with WooCommerce? Can I do it with GrooveCart? Can I do it with this, that, the other? These are smart people that are thinking big time. What are your thoughts?
So first of all, Zig gives you the data from eBay and from AliExpress. This is cover half of the internet basically. So you can literally see what are the winning products on these two platforms. What is the sales history, competition, selling prices, and you can use this data. You can use these products to sell them anywhere you want. It doesn't matter. It can be WooCommerce, Shopify, it can be eBay, it can be even Amazon. We actually have users who are working with Shopify. A lot of users working with Shopify. A lot of users who selling on Amazon and they're using Zik and other Amazon software. So there is the power you get can really help you to boost sales anywhere.
Here's the thing, guys. With the world changing so fast, right? I hate the thought of putting all my eggs in one basket. This is one of the big things I've learned over the last 13, 14 years online, is that you never put all your eggs in one basket. It's a mistake. Those who did it in 2000 with Google AdWords were burnt. Those who did it, Facebook relied purely on Facebook, could have got burnt, especially when it's a lot more competitive. But when you integrate and you're literally using, it's the same work. You're finding the winning products, you're just adding them into different channels. That is literally an exponential potential growth, and it's protecting your asset. And I think that's the key here, guys, is what you're building here is an asset. Guys, let's think about this, right? We're building a business asset, right? I should have stipulated amongst the 6 things, right? I want you to understand that this isn't just a fly-by-night operation. Hey, let's go and make some money on eBay. This is a real business asset. If you think of it that way, you'll just think there'll be even other opportunities that arise that you didn't even think of. The key is getting some traction. The key is finding winning products, adding them perhaps once you're making sales with eBay, making sales and scaling eBay. You then say, you know what, I'm going to add them into a group card. I'm going to add them into a Shopify. Let me try and build a Shopify around this. Now, Terry's going to share some very basic training, how to do Facebook ads specifically for e-commerce. Guys, no one really teaches that. You have the so-called marketer guys that create courses, you know, things that work for them in the past. They would then come and teach you how to do, you know, Facebook. Some of them are teaching them up, you know, what's working right now for them, but they're marketers. What I want to learn from, who I want to learn from directly, are the guys that are doing this on the ground right now. They've got agencies or helping people in their communities, helping people. But it is the mindset that matters, because we're integrating 2 different universes. Let's be honest. Let me ask you guys here, just in the chat box, if you do Shopify or Facebook, write in the chat box FB. I'm just curious, how many are actually doing Facebook right now, or dabbled, or in the process, thinking about, etc.? I'm just curious, how many are actually focusing on that? Okay, as you start answering me, I can tell you, Alejandro, you're in, you're safe. Ed Walker, my friend, you're in, you're safe. David Lowe, welcome on board, my friend. Daniel Sapanic, you're in as well. You are safe as well. Every time I refresh, more people are joining. I can see Douglas McCoskey is saying, I'm trying to place the order, keeps coming back to the order page. Douglas, I just don't want you joining, you know, 17 times or something. So just go to save, fill out the form. Okay, if there's a problem, we will protect. Anyone that's got an issue, just fill out the form. We will protect all bonuses if you do that right away. Because Nahar has created a lot of members that have done 6 figures with eBay, perhaps more than any other person because of his software. But the difference is that with that software, Nahar, in the past, you still needed to do some sort of research. I mean, you couldn't have made it any easier, but you still had to do some sort of research. What you've done right now, especially with your update that's coming up that our members will get before anyone else, is that you've created an environment where people can find their own winners literally with a click of the mouse. And the fact that you're giving them these drop shipping winners means they don't even have to do the research. I think that is an exponential reduction in the amount of effort you have to put in to find winners. Would you agree with that assessment? Looks like Nahar is muted or has fallen off. Wow, it's not very often that I get one of our presenters to fall off his chair. We'll get Nahar back in just a second, but I'll try and answer for him. The answer is yes. This really is as simple as you could possibly get. I mean, there's no other word for it. You can sign up to get your free business consult. I'm telling you guys, I absolutely tell you, and you know, we got some phenomenal business owners here right now. But if you set up your business the right way, you can literally, as of today, not next week, but as of today, not just make money, but save a lot of money, which is equivalent of making money, right? I can assure you, based on what I've seen with our own members, the amount of people that I've spoken to that haven't got any sort of entity are buying, investing in tuition, investing in masterminds, and don't even realize that this, if you set up the right way, is a deductible. Guys, it's a deductible if you're set up the right way. That could save you a lot, and it could be that everything you invest today, literally, it won't be an investment. You'll get the money back. So I want you guys, it's very important for me because I've seen a lot of members that have succeeded with that. I've seen a lot of members that aren't really set up for that. It's a mistake, especially if you're buying this program and you intend to invest in other things. You should make sure you do the right thing. So you're getting a free consult, and there's no obligations. We got our team that we're working with can even set you up with an entity if you want at no expense. They obviously have to pay the government whatever the fees are, but they even take care of that for you. So you remove all the hassles, and they can save you a lot of money with deductibles. So we're providing that as a service to anyone that joins at Platinum. So once you join, you literally just go to the page. You can even just click on the button, set up a time, for your free consult. Okay, so this is just something we've thrown in. It's important to us. And by the way, there's no obligations. If you don't want to set up an entity in the end, you'll get a free consult regardless. It's not like we only want people that actually want to have entities set up, because maybe it's good for you, maybe it's not good for you, maybe it'll be good for you in 6 months from now. But I want you to have the knowledge, guys. It's important that you're set up for medium and long term as well. Okay, very, very important. Okay, I can see that there's some people having problems joining. Again, the link you want to go to, I'm just going to put it onto the screen right now. That's absolutely critical. Okay, let me just see. Okay, perfect. And guys, I think as well, I just want to make it clear that these entities, the expertise is only in the US and Canada. They're going to be moving to the UK, but it's they can offer some advice, but it's not the same level of advice. So just bear that in mind. So if you're not in the US or in Canada or the UK be of some help to you. But especially if you're in the US or Canada, it'll be of particular help to you. Okay, guys, if you've got any questions that we have not answered, let me know in the chat box right now. You can see both the links are on the screen on the bottom right hand corner. Either one of those two work extremely well. Grab this right away. Now, if you are on the verge, you're not sure, you're on the fence whether you should or shouldn't join, ask your question. If you haven't yet filled out the form saved, do so right away. If you've got any questions, let us know. Okay, questions about delivery times. So the answer is, Tony, very good question. So yes, it is going to take a couple of weeks. But the key to this is not the fact that you're going to have 2-day, delivery like Amazon. That's not the point of the way drop shipping works. And by the way, that's not the way that most sellers are working on eBay. It's just a reality. eBay takes longer. But there's two things that happen on eBay that you have to understand. One is the incredible die-hard love that people on eBay love for eBay, because they're protected by PayPal, etc. And they're used to this. Number two that you have to bear in mind is that you just need to communicate clearly with people. Hey, I'm passing on incredible benefits to you. And as a result, this is going to take me a couple of weeks to get out to you. People will be understanding. As long as you communicate, you will succeed with this. And in fact, when we talk about eBay and them providing you with additional traffic, it's really just two things. One, adding products on a consistent basis, just a couple of products every day or every other day. You don't need to go crazy about it. And number two, having a great relationship with your clients. And that happens with clear, simple, clear communication. So guys, I cannot overemphasize that point. This is absolutely the most important point of all, clear communication. If you can do that, you're made with eBay. You really are, because they'll take care of you. Okay, so very, very important. And Sam, if you've got any questions or any comments that you want to bring up, this is an opportunity for you to do so. If you want to just feed them to me in Skype, that's easy, because I know you're busy typing away like crazy. You can do that as well. Feel free just to drop them into Skype if you prefer to do that, Sam, whatever is easier for you. So I can see he's answering like absolute crazy. Guys, while Sam is collecting some questions, maybe throwing them into Skype for me, let's just really give Sam a big thank you. Literally having hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of our members, taking care of them simultaneously on a live webinar where I'm talking at 100 miles an hour, that is no mean feat, right? I don't know anyone else that can do this at this speed. And Lisa does a phenomenal job as well. But Sam, this is just unbelievable. So out of courtesy to you, Sam, if you've got any questions, you can just type this in, okay? Okay, 1 second. Okay, whilst we're getting Noah back, okay, fine. And Sam says he's congested with the amount of questions flying in left, right, and center. Okay, so you could just put them into Skype. Okay, so question coming in. Can we use an old eBay account? The answer is a big fat yes, right? And Nahara will be going over when to set up a new one, when to keep an old one. But the answer generically is absolutely yes. Can we do this? We've never used eBay. A big fat yes. And the reason is eBay loves new buyers, new members. You know why? Because eBay's at, let's just use a term, is at war with other platforms. They're just at war with them. So they know that you've got these guys that are doing e-commerce. They know of that, and they want to attract you onto their platform. Now, someone asked a question about what do you mean by the nature of the eBay platform. The nature of the platform is that they make money by when you add more and more products into your store. But the thing is, what you're going to do very smartly with Nahara's system is you're not going to dump thousands of products into your store, which is going to cost you a few $100s. No, you're going to go very slowly. At the very beginning, you're just going to add absolute clinical winners to warm up your account. And then you're going to be adding some more winners. But again, you're not going to be overloading your account. So if you've seen other tactics where you just go crazy and add thousands of products, where literally you're throwing products at the wall and seeing what sticks, that's not what's going to happen with Nahara. This is much more calculated. So you don't have expenses of traffic, you don't have any expenses of inventory, and you have zero at the beginning and then very minimal expenses with eBay, right? That's what makes this absolutely almost foolproof. Is there anything that you would advise us to do before training starts? The answer is setting up your account. That's it. Just setting up your account, just get started. If you've got any questions, it's very basic. You set up an account, follow instructions. You can always reach out to our support team, support@reallysuccessful.com. But that's the only thing you need to do. And we'll be sending instructions to you about that as well. Okay, Frank is saying Sam is the man. He certainly is the man. If you have to deal with customers, can this be done without working full time? Brilliant question. Absolutely brilliant question. The answer is getting started. You can do this in minutes. And I can share with you as a newbie, my son, whose English is not his first language. My son literally was spending half an hour a day as it started to make, up to like $7,000, $10,000 in sales. So probably about an hour a day when you get to that point. The other thing is that it is so easy to outsource. So once you start to grow and grow and grow, you need to focus on outsourcing. And we're going to share with you as well. You can do that. It's not difficult because the type of work you're doing is not complicated. So I don't want you to think that you are now going to be a dedicated support person. What I do want is that you get to the point of making tens of thousands of dollars of sales, so you understand exactly how to answer your members. We share with you how to do this, so you can outsource it and outsource with intelligence. So you know exactly if they got a question, how you'd answer it, right? So if you outsource and 95% of questions are done, by the way, you can get outsourcing for $3, $4 an hour, and you only need to spend an hour or two a day on this. So this is beyond inexpensive. It is beyond inexpensive. But guys, do this wisely. You don't outsource something you don't really understand what you're doing, because all you're going to do is create chaos and create a bad experience. That's the one thing you want to avoid. I forgot to mention more people have been joining. Stephen Haffer, you're on board. You are safe. Tanja Nobert, you're on board, my friend. Tanja, you are safe as well. Every time again I refresh, more people are joining. Guys, this is getting close. This is going to get close. I can see. Maybe we have room for an encore. I'm not even sure, but this is getting close. So let's answer some more questions. I already have an account set up, so I'm excited, says Stephen Ellis. We're excited for you as well. So will this take over our existing subscription to Zik? The answer is, Blaine, is that you're going to get an extension. You're going to get an extension, so this is going to add to it. You're not going to lose out at all in that regard. Can partners attend? Tony, reach out to support.reallysuccessful.com. Sam will help you with that, okay? I want to start a new account. How long will it take to warm it up? Very good question, asked Peter Huber. So it'll take about a week, 10 days, something like that. It's not difficult. We got a whole process to that, to warm up your account. But the killer thing about warming up the account isn't just like the setup. It's how you make your initial sales. So imagine, right, if you're building a building and the infrastructure, the foundation stone is weak, that's an awful place to build a building, right? That building's not going to last very long. So the foundation has to be perfect. That's the beauty of the experience that Naha brings to the table, that he provides you with the foundation blocks to make sure that you're taken seriously by eBay at the very beginning. We want you to come out of the traps like a greyhound dog, fast, running after the rabbit. Okay, that's what we want, guys. The sale is that rabbit. It's running away. We are greyhounds. That's the focus here, to get out of the traps fast and chase that greyhound. I want you to get traction, because I know success breeds success, that breeds success. It's interesting. I went a whole year when I first started, going back 13, 14 years now. I went a whole year. I barely made a single sale. I had an investor on my back. The year had reached its conclusion.
And I was literally down and out because I hadn't achieved anything. And he was basically saying, that's it. I was promised you a year to get through this and you haven't achieved anything. My final fling was to basically, was part of that was to go and meet J. Conrad Levinson in person. He was the only person that was willing to even spend any time with me. And it was the best decision I ever made. I remember the day I got to the airport, I was very nervous. At that time, I hardly used to travel. I hadn't traveled for many years, actually. It's certainly not by myself. Didn't. Yeah, but it was just flying to the other end of the world, getting to Florida where there's alligators everywhere, getting into cars, and all those types of things. I started driving, go to his house, and I was so nervous. I can tell you, I was meeting a marketing giant, and here I was, a complete nothing. No success, no sales, managed to lose $100,000 of an investor's money, was meant to have achieved a certain result, had not got one. And I'd made all the mistakes that everyone else seems to make. But I knew that one thing, I just had this hunch that spending time with Jay would make an absolute difference. I don't know what it was. And just sitting with him, being inspired by him, seeing his success, and just seeing how he dealt with business, how he dealt with clients, and how he dealt with life. It was mesmerizing. And I just left there, and it's not like he gave me a formula about, this is how you make money with eBay. That's not the type of stuff he taught. It was just sound business advice and inspiration. But I left there on such a high, and Jay said, you're going to make it, brother. You're going to make it. You will be the person that teaches newbies and becomes a facilitator to people that desperately need a voice. Because everyone else is talking to the initiated. You're talking to those that need a voice, someone that would stand up for them, someone that would be their spokesperson, someone that would care for them, someone that will find real people that can help them. And he just said, he basically gave me the biggest idea ever. This is who I am. This is what I wanted to do. I couldn't encapsulate it. And once he gave me that, first of all, it filled me with confidence. And I could always call upon Jay and mention his name. That gave me another level of confidence, right? The mentorship, the person I was working with, and we made a breakthrough. It was literally, I can tell you guys, it was this time of year. It was literally this time of year. I will never forget it. It's unbelievable. This is like the anniversary because it's just a few days before a festival. Some of you guys may know what I'm talking about. Write in the chat box if you know what I'm talking about. And I didn't have any money literally to feed my family. I did not have money to feed my family at that point. And I was at this mastermind, came back from it, and I just knew I was going to pull through. I just knew how I was going to pull through. So I don't claim to be a mentor. I'm a facilitator. Nahar is the ultimate eBay expert. Nahar is going to walk you through in 8 weeks, A to Z, and help you. There's going to be a Facebook group. There's going to be a live interactive training with you. Ken George, you've made it in. You're safe as well. Guys, last minute questions. Last minute question. If you've got a question, you absolutely will not be able to sleep tonight if you don't get this question answered. This is your time. It's either now or never. Okay, and Sam, if there's any other questions you want to raise, just bring it into Skype. I know you're pumping iron over there, answering as many questions as possible. Okay, last minute question. What happens after 2 years? Don't worry, we'll be taking care of you, Stephen, bottomly after 2 years. Just get amazing traction. That's what you need to focus on right now. That link's not working. So maybe Sam's giving you the direct link. If there's any issues, you know what? If you can't get through to the link, Emma, just write an email to support@reallysuccessful.com. Support, guys. Anyone's got any questions, anything unanswered, any stone that's hasn't been unturned, please send out an email to support@reallysuccessful.com. Can it be done outside of the US, the UK, Canada? Absolutely. Nahara's in Portugal. I'm in the Middle East. I'm in Israel. You can do this anywhere in the world, anywhere. Okay, so Said, I think you should join us if we put on a encore. Just give us your email address. We'll add you to the list because it'll be limited. Okay, so that's been the best approach to answer those questions. I know you missed the first hour and a half or so. All right, guys, I think we're going to leave it here. I'm going to have the last word. I'm not sure to Nahar. All right, guys, I want to first thank my team. I want to thank Sam and Eliza on support. Just absolutely phenomenal. Sam taking care. I know Eliza couldn't make it. There was a problem there with her computer. Sam just took you guys by the hand, one by one, with hundreds of members. I hope you've had a really great experience interacting with Sam for the last couple of hours. Thank you to Sam for everything that he's done, and to my entire team. Be part of this. We got a guarantee you will see sales in 30 days. You'll see sales way before that. Right? We don't normally make a guarantee. This is an absolute guarantee. You set up your store, you add the initial products from Nahar. It's impossible practically, right? Unless there's some disfigurement of your account, it's almost impossible. You're not going to get traction. But that's not the key. The key is that's just the start. After that, it's being consistent and making more and more sales. That's it. To think big. So guys, it's almost impossible for you not to make a breakthrough with this and to get traction. If you don't, after 30 days of adding, all you have to do, add 10 products. Take you about 10 minutes. Add 10 products. You don't make sales. There's something wrong with your account. We're just going to refund you because there's something wrong there. I don't know what it is. It's unlikely to happen, but just so that you're joining to get traction, not for any other reason. You're not joining for the entertainment. You're not joining because you're getting software. You're not joining because you're getting access to, hundreds, if not tens of thousands of winning products. That's not the reason why you're joining. You're joining because you're getting traction. E-commerce traction, short term, medium term, and I want you to build an asset that's going to be beneficial to you long term. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, guys. This is going to work for you. And by the way, in some instances, this is part of the eBay code. I don't understand it. I don't think anyone fully understands it. Sometimes accounts outside of America do even better. Sometimes they take another week to warm up, but the greatest from a greater perspective, that doesn't make a difference. If you have to wait another week, it's not the biggest deal in the world. Just be consistent, adding the right products. So guys, thank you to all of you. Any questions, again, just fill out the form or reach out to support@reallysuccessful.com. 100 players. Join hard. Join me and the team. We're all out. We're going to be doing this together. We're one community doing this together. Can't wait to interact with you. And Nahar, guys, let's make this happen. Look after yourselves, look after your families, and God bless you all. Thank you very much.